Hey everyone, welcome to the first round of the bracket stage for the Pokemon Crystal Full Item Randomizer tournament. Today we got a race between Ergotae and Driekiann. I'm Garfield's Lightning. So yeah, I was interested in seeing this race because I've heard a lot of talk about Ergotae in particular, and I haven't really seen him race before. And I know Driekiann's experienced racer of certainly Pokemon in general. I've seen him in the Pokemon Red Delicious tournaments. So yeah, hoping to be a good match to watch. Races will be getting going pretty soon. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Ergotae. Okay. He's that good, huh? But you never know what's going to happen in these races. Ditto Slowbro Capito, huh? We'll see. We'll see. I kind of hope the starter is something not runnable, so that I always hope that they'll try and catch something in the wild that they can run. Looks like we don't have anything particularly great to start with. Farfetch'd is probably the best one, just because I think it's faster than the others, so it'll be easy to run. They're all pretty frail though. Also does have that 4 times weakness to grass, so hopefully Driekiann doesn't come across any fast Pokemon with grass type moves when he's going out there. We have Magnitude and Double Beam. Okay, so they're both holding different TMs. So yeah, they're both pretty good, solid moves, really. Magnitude would be good on something like this Machamp that Driekiann's seen. Yeah, Neutral Runner is going to be sticking with us, and I guess they did pick up TMO2, which is always Headbutt. Every TM that's holding a field move will always hold that same field move. That's an aspect of the game that isn't randomized. So TMO2 will always contain Headbutt, so they can Headbutt some trees around here and get a level 10. The downside of this is that we have this setting called Good Early Wilds, which basically forces the wild Pokemon to their fully evolved state on the first few routes, and that doesn't apply to Pokemon you get by using Headbutt. But you do get high level Pokemon out of it. Pokemon here are like level 3 and 4 on this route, and with your Headbutt you'll get level 10s. And yeah, another one, TM28, that's always Dig, so they don't have to buy a bunch of escape ropes to get out of places. So that's nice to find early on, just to save a bit of cash. Yeah, there is another race in this tournament going on SpeedGaming, or just the regular SpeedGaming channel, but that's a different race. They just both happen to be scheduled at the same time. Driekiann finds an Electabuzz. That's definitely something you could run. Got a lot of speed, a lot of that's a very good moveset for Electabuzz. Spark, Cross Chop, Bubble Beam, and I think it had something else good too. Yeah, you can absolutely make this work. Electabuzz is one of those Pokemon that can go either physical or special. Ergotae headbutts up a Snubble, and that's kind of what I was saying earlier about the Pokemon you're headbutting not necessarily being guaranteed to be fully evolved like they are in the grass. And yeah, Farfetch'd not fast enough to get away either. So I mean, it was, I think, the fastest thing they had to choose from to start off, but still not that fast. Anyway, he's trying to catch one. Snowball does evolve early-ish into Granbull. I think it's like early 20s, 21 or something like that. 21, 22. Just a matter of getting it that far. Granbull is really solid. Pretty slow, but very strong. And fairly bulky. Oh, there's Venusaur. That's definitely something that's more immediately powerful. Now, everything in this randomizer is randomized to having the highest catch rate of all Pokemon, so it's about 1 in 3 for every Pokemon to get in if you chuck Pokeballs at it, or if you chuck any ball at it, for that matter, besides a Master Ball or Level Ball. And he gets his Venusaur. Venusaur was pretty merciful. I haven't really seen any great moves on it, just saw Confusion and Attract. Hopefully it has something a little better. Well, it has Headbutt already, I think. Right? No, never mind. Farfetch was the thing that had Headbutt, my bad. But yeah, now we're getting it off the ground a bit now. These are kind of some lower power TMs, so Ergotae won't feel too bad about using them here on this. Like, you never really know in these randomizers when you're going to be able to main switch to other things. It kind of just depends on which areas of the map you're able to access early on. But, you know, he's taught it Bubble Beam, Headbutt, and Dig, so it'll be serviceable. Driekiann's Pokemon, though, it's a bit lower level, but it's got a very solid moveset. So he'll be happy with that as well. Water Normal by itself is very good coverage. So there's not really a whole lot Ergotae won't be able to hit with what he has. Haven't seen any key items yet. Or any, you know, important HMs. Or any badges, nothing like that yet, but there's still time. Driekiann might be able to, if Driekiann finds something here, might be able to sequence break, depending on what he gets. He finds the radio card. So that doesn't do anything on its own, but once we have the Pokegear radio card and the expansion card, we can wake up the Snorlax, blocking Diglett's Cave in Kanto. So, yeah, and they'll be heading up Sprout Tower. You don't have to do this, but there are quite a few items in here. Kind of scary to skip a location with the items that are on offer here. I think there's, I want to say like 6 items. And we've only found 1 item so far. Ergotae hasn't gone to the escape rope chamber in the Ruins Vale, so he hasn't found it yet, but he will go there at some point. 5, is it? Okay. I thought it was 5 and then the Elder item. But maybe it's 4 and then the Elder item. Yeah, I think I'd imagine an extra item in here. Just seeing a lot of TMs early on. Not really anything that's going to encourage us to deviate from the normal unrandomized path through the game. Ergotae having to burn that full restore to get rid of the freeze. Not really many things you can do to cure freeze early on. So nice to have that in your pocket. The starters were Farfetch'd, Corsola, and Swinub. And they did pick different starters. Ergotae picked Farfetch'd and Driekiann picked Corsola, so we will see different rivals. Wait, was it Kabuto? Maybe it was. I thought it... well... okay. Something they didn't pick anyways. I thought it was Swiner, but we'll see on Driekiann's rival. So, absolutely nothing for us in Sprout Tower this time. Did give us a bit of money though. We got that nugget and a PP up. But as far as progress goes, we really don't have a whole lot. Driekiann's keeping the poison at the moment, which means he won't get burned by Wobbuffet's Sacred Fire at least. Not that Wobbuffet's going for it. It's a good question about which is the better main. I would say Electabuzz is a bit better because it does have that stab spark, and it's but there's not much in it with the moveset they have right now. Like if Electabuzz got a Thunderbolt or something, it would be better. And as for Venusaur, like, you know, it doesn't really get a whole lot of good stab moves, but it is a bit bulkier. It's kind of hard to say. And Electabuzz only has one weakness as well. Venusaur has a little more. There's points in favor of both of them, really. Although with Electabuzz's current moveset, thinking about it, he can actually hit Venusaur. All of the moves he has are resisted by grass poison types. So now that both of them have beaten Faulkner, they can go past the guy who'd otherwise block the way onto Route 32. Driekiann is a little ahead. I would say that's largely just because he didn't spend as much time looking for a main. There's a badge anyway, and Driekiann finds a hidden level ball. Now for Pokemon with the highest catch rate, the level ball is a guaranteed catch, just like a Master Ball, but without the sparkly animation. I feel like we're getting a lot of money items pretty early. Gotten a few nuggets, got that calcium, got the PP up from the Elder. Revival Herb is another great find early on. Restores you to full health if you're dead. Better than your regular revive. Rare candy, good stuff, always nice to find those too. Just not a whole lot of actual progress though. Yeah, Venusaur has learned 2 moves. I don't think either of them were very good. Well, it already learned 2 moves at once. I'm not sure what level it is, but... yeah, I think it was because it was status. Alright, Flame Wheel's another solid one. That would actually be good for Driekiann with his current moveset. You'd have something to hit those grass poisons with. Driekiann's going to come in here, just briefly. He might be... it's kind of hard to consider Azalea skip with so few items, I would say. But he is doing it, so that's a bit of a risk from Driekiann. I've seen this in the tournament a few times, and they always seem to end up going back to Azalea anyway. So... yeah, we'll see if this works out for Driekiann. It's just scary to skip, especially when you haven't found either part of Fly. There's a lot of key items we haven't found. We might not find our way out of Goldenrod without doing stuff in Azalea, but he does find HMO2. So that's one half of Fly. You need to Storm Badge as well to be able to actually use it outside of battle. Yeah, he's got so much money already, he can buy a bunch of X items in the department store and check out those TMs on the 5th floor as well. Get that Water Stone so that he can access the Water Stone chamber of Ruins of Alph once he gets Surf and Strength. Okay, so the move that calls flinching can be a bunch of different moves. Could be something like Bite or Rock Slide. The other 2 moves were not that good. We had Perish Song and... I can't remember what the other one was. Like Mist or something. Or no, it was Negate Accuracy Reduction, wasn't it? It was Foresight, I think. I think it's likely that Driekiann also knows Ergotae's reputation as a solid player and possibly one of the tournament favourites, so he may feel like he needs to make plays like this in order to potentially save time. Ergotae does find HMO7, which is Waterfall, and that could be required. Meanwhile, Driekiann finds the Rainbow Wing. These are all items that, you know, might be required, might not. Waterfall's pretty likely, well, fairly likely. There's quite a few items hidden behind Waterfall. So, decent chance for it to be required, but you just don't know. But yeah, right now there's no way for Driekiann to get out of the Goldenrod area. There's the Fog Badge. So we've gotten like half of a few HMs, but you know, Fog Badge doesn't enable Surf, which we don't have yet. Driekiann saved and reset because that's quite a long bike back if you don't get it there. There is one more item on this route, but you do have to find a trainer to get the item, unless you have the capability to use Cut. Yeah, Driekiann switches Sizzle to the front and immediately gets an encounter because it's only level 10. I don't know, this moveset is not super great on Sizzler. Wing Attack is a decent move with a lot of PP, but it's a little bit weak when you don't have the same type of attack boost. It does have Mega Horn. So that's pretty good. If you can like, you know, get a few chances for Mega Horn to go off, then that's nice. I did not see Mega Horn to him. That makes sense why he switched to the Sizzler. Strong move, trade experience. He will have to be a little careful though. He does have the Fog Badge now, so that means that his. Actually, that's probably fine then. The Fog Badge means that he'll be able to. The Pokemon will obey him until level 50. And he has the Hive Badge now as well. That's another half of being able to use an HM, but we don't have Cut yet. Sizzle's also a little scary to run sometimes because of that 4x fire weakness. Just don't get hit by fire moves and you're fine, mate. Hopefully Dreek's able to find some moves that will give him a bit more coverage. There's not really anything to do to hit steel types right now. Well, as soon as I say that, he learns Flamethrower, which does go off Sizzle's weaker special attack stat, but does hit those steels. And, you know, especially those steels like Sizzle that are 4x weak to it. Definitely solid to use for in case you run into those Pokemon. Oh, and the squirt bottle was down here. That's his ticket out of Goldenrod. So yeah, looks like the Azalea swap has worked out pretty nicely for Driekiann. As long as he's not... right now it has. There's always a chance he gets like tempted back there in case he's like, oh, I don't have Storm Badge yet, maybe it's back in Azalea. For help with Fly, but... we'll see. And now that he's beaten the Sudder Widow, he's able to buy the Rock Smash TM. Well, I think it's after you get the... I forget if it's after you... I think you have to talk... I know you have... I think I might have to get the item from that guy. I'm not sure if it's enough to just talk to him. I'm not sure. But anyway, regardless, either way, Driekiann did get the item from him. So yeah. And it was a revive, so definitely not a waste of time to pick it up. You'll probably need a few of those throughout the run. And Driekiann's like, wait, I don't wanna give the Sizzle to that guy. He's gonna have to move the mail onto a different Pokemon. And he's like, splendid, a volunteer. Oh, and he gets the other half of Cut. There you go. So, that doesn't open up a whole lot for him right now, but as he gets a little further in the game, he will be able to... He does at least unlock this check, and... Okay, I thought he was going to cut down that tree. Because there is a check past that tree from the raw guy. Okay, it looks like Driekiann is going back to Azalea, and then he's going to, I guess, get the item in Goldenrod after this. Hopefully, he doesn't forget about that. About that check that you can use Cut to get past, to get to rather, on Route 32. Ergotae doing this fight here in anticipation of having to go down to the basement later. Doing it down now does mean that, you know, potentially you get a bit of experience that helps out your lower leveled main Pokemon. Dreek's probably, you know, wanting to do this section now because, like, it's similar to why Ergotae is doing this fight now, just so that he can get a bit more experience on his main. I'm gonna assume Ergotae got the Rainbow Wing, because that was Buena's item in the radio tower. So I want to do the quiz, and I assume he went up and got the Rainbow Wing from Buena. It's quite nice to see, you know, just some solid mains from both of these guys. You know, we don't see anything ridiculously strong, but yeah, they're getting the job done. The Venusaur's got a fair bit of type coverage in the moves. Sizzle's got a really powerful stab move in Megahorn, and the Electabuzz was doing fine with Spark as well. So yeah, just some solid mains so far. I haven't really seen them come across anything they can't handle yet. Alright, so this Whitney's a check that Driekiann didn't do. She gives us the Boulder badge, so Whitney is required. Oh, and there's one of those fire moves against Sizzle. Luckily, Dreek's got the level advantage and the moves needed to take out the Tangela. But that kind of shows you a little bit the kind of things that Sizzle has to worry about. I think Flamethrower might have been a better choice for the Tangela, in fact. Tangela's got very low special defense compared to its physical defense. I guess the play from Driekiann of going back to Azalea again isn't like too big a time loss or anything, because if you get the item from the guy who would normally give you Rock Smash and also deliver the Kenya, you don't have to go back to Goldenrod anyway in order to get the item from the guard and buy Rock Smash. So it's a little detour coming back to it through Azalea, but not a big one. Anyway, Ergotae will get cut from this, so that'll even him up on the items he has. And then yeah, Ergotae has done all the checks that Driekiann has done so far, and also Whitney. So he has a little bit of a lead at the moment, but not a big one. All Driekiann needs to do is is to beat Bugsy, and then he'll only be Whitney behind. So yeah, Ergotae is going to head back to Goldenrod for the item from the guard as a reward for turning in Kenya, and also to buy that Rock Smash DM. Ooh, and it's Surf, very important. So now he has Surf and the Fog Badge, so there's a few more areas he can do. There's an item right below Goldenrod he might want to get that you can get with Surf. There's also the Soft Sand Girls, which you probably won't want to do unless he feels like he has to, because that's a bit of a long check, and by fighting 3 trainers back to back at the moment can be a little scary. Unless you have something a bit stronger. It's also a nice upgrade for Venusaur over Bubble Beam. Oh, okay. Good thing he saved there, put in the optional. I think he's saving here because he might want to just like head back towards Azalea Way and do a few surf checks there, and if it ends up being nothing, he can just reset back to Goldenrod. Because he can check the items in the basement of Union Cave. Unfortunately, can't open the Waterstone Chamber in the Ruins of Alpha yet, because he doesn't have Strength, which you do need to access that chamber. So this is all he's going to be able to check over here at the moment. Scizor is gaining levels fast. That's trade experience for you, giving you 50% extra experience off of all these fights. Okay, so ended up being nothing in Union, but Ergotae did reset back to Goldenrod. Driekiann, meanwhile, is going to take on Whitney. And he will get his Boulder Badge. Oh, Driekiann did not talk to the guard, so he has missed HMO3 Surf at the moment. Hopefully he remembers to come back for this, because that's a pretty big thing to forget. Ergotae doing a few more surf checks in Violet. There is a surf check all the way back in Cherry Grove as well, which he might save and go back for, but he doesn't really have any other reason to go over there yet, so I don't really know how much Ergotae likes to, like, you know, I'm not sure what is... Yeah, different people have different playstyles, and that, you know, some people don't want to leave any item you know, any loose end like this, and it looks like Ergotae is one of those players, because he is going to go back to Cherry Grove and check that Mystic Water item. Okay, it's the next speed. Of course, you can. There is more to do around here. Driekiann's going to go into Dark Cave to. Now that he has Rock Smash, so he'll be able to go through here and check a few items. So Ergotae is going to go all the way back to New Barktown and get the items in. Get the 2 items just by dipping into Kanto as well. Driekiann finds a red scale in here. That's quite nice. It means that he can like turn in the red scale item while he's here. Give that to Mr. Pokemon and maybe get something out of it. And a second bike. Whoa! Dual wielding bicycles. Let's go. Nice, Thunder Badge. And a Plain Badge. Good stuff. Yeah, Thunder Badge for Dreek. Plain Badge for Ergotae. Yeah, unfortunately, because Dreek doesn't have Surf, he can't do these other checks around here, but he will be able to turn in the red scale on his way back towards Violet. It's nice to do this when you have cut too, because you can just cut the tree and go back without having to take the long way around. Alright, well, we're going to see Driekiann dip into Accurateak now. We'll see how much he decides to do in here. Looks like he's going straight to the Kimono Girls. These are 5 pretty quick fights for 1 check. You get a fair bit of cash out of it as well, but I mean, they've been pretty good on money this whole time, really, these guys. We've had... You know, we've had quite a few vitamins and nuggets that we've been able to sell. So he won't really be hurting there. But more experience on your main is always nice as well. Ergotae's 1 badge away now from opening the radio tower sequence up. That's activated when you get 7 badges. And we've been getting them pretty steadily, so probably won't be too long before he gets his 7th. So it looks like Driekiann is potentially going for Morty here. You do have to do this little section in Bird Tower before you can enter Morty's gym. Ergotae is heading back to Goldenrod for the plain badge check in the flower shop. And that doesn't get him anything important. So he will just head on over to Ergotae instead. And because he has Surf, he might be tempted to go straight into Mount Mortar, but he is doing the Kimono Girls. Oh, Fire Blast Vaporeon. Yeah, that's a little bit more dangerous than the Tangler we saw earlier, and that was able to take Scizor out. But we're alright, we got some revival items. But yeah, after this we're going to be able to hear the roamer cries, so get your ears open and see if we can identify these roamers. I'll be honest, I'm not sure what those were. The Suicune is Porygon for sure. But I might have listened to the other two again if Ergotae goes over there, but looks like he's not going to commit to the Morty time sink at the moment. Morty is one of those checks that, you know, people have strong opinions of whether they want to do that or not, because there's a few long fights before you fight Morty. But he does give you 2 items, and they could be important. See if Ergotae goes towards the lighthouse. Yep, looks like he's gonna climb that. He doesn't have the secret potion yet, so unfortunately he won't be able to give that to Jasmine straight away, unless the secret potion is in here. But he'll be able to collect all the items in here anyway, just won't be able to send Jasmine back to her gym. What is this, ghost type in Morty's gym? What kind of randomizer? Dang, I'm pretty impressed that the Megahorn almost one-shot that Rhydon. Scizor is very strong. Ugh, Sacred Fire though. At least Driekiann didn't get hit by that both turns. Oh, the Bright Powder coming in for Scizor. Oh, and Morty is required this time. He has the Glacier badge, so yeah, that's a check Ergotae might not do. At least not for a while. That's another half of an HM we don't have. That's the one that enables us to use Whirlpool outside of battle. But we don't have Whirlpool yet. The machine part, okay. I'll allow for a few checks in Kanto. Driekiann's heading over there here for this one item. I know he can cut actually, he can get the other items in the Lake of Rage maze. But it's a long way back from here. Don't think Ergotae found anything in the lighthouse. But there's still plenty more places for him to go. He can check more of Mount Mortar if he goes over there, because he can use Surf, so he can check the items on the basement floor. Could also have gone to Signwood, but without strength we can't really do anything in the gym, so we'd just be getting the item from the pharmacist. Yeah, Driekiann resets that, so he doesn't have the machine part anymore, but he knows it's here. like I say, giving Venusaur an actual decent grass move. There aren't really a lot of great grass moves in this game. Giga Drain is pretty decent. It's 60 power, but only 5 PP. But you don't really get much better than that in terms of grass type moves. You get Razor Leaf, which is a bit weaker, but more PP. And Driekiann does get Surf now. Good stuff. Okay, well, I'm glad he didn't forget that for much longer. I want to hear these dang cries again on Ergotae's side, so I'm going to switch audio back back to him. Yeah, unfortunately for Driekiann, Ergotae was able to do these checks while he was here. So Driekiann does have to double back a little bit, but he doesn't want to really miss anything. Okay, the first one was Gengar, I'm pretty sure. The second one, I don't know what that is. It could be. I feel like this is wrong, but it could be War Turtle. The last one was Porygon. The first one was Gengar. I'm not sure of the second one. But yeah, Ergotae, you know, he wouldn't have been, you know, I wouldn't have blamed him for skipping Morty in his position. With those checks he can do in Mount Mortar with Surf, but yeah, I mean, this will pay off for him because we did see that the Glacier badge was here. So now Driekiann has 7 badges, so the Rocket Tower segment will be open to him. But yeah, I imagine for Ergotae, he's because he will get this badge here. No, wait, never mind. No, he can. Yeah, I think Is it? I think you have to have 7 badges as well to go east of Mahogany. Not that there's much you can do over there because he doesn't have strength yet, so you can like dip into Ice Path a little bit if he wants to. But yeah, he's definitely... Yeah, this is definitely the kind of run where he just doesn't want to leave anything trailing that might, you know, that might eat up a lot of his time later on. Now that Driekiann has Surf, you can do these Mount Mortar checks. Yeah, you don't wanna miss the Storm badge. Well, there's the Rising badge, so Driekiann can actually do the waterfall checks in here too, with that. Now, in order to repel everything in the waterfall section of Mount Mortar, you will need your Pokemon to be level 33 at least, because they go up level 32 in the waterfall lock section. Yeah, there's a lot of things we can do. Yeah, I think they range from 28. It's either 28 or 29 to 30 to 32. I think it's like 28 to 32. So you want to be... if you can't reach 33, you want to be like at the upper end of that range, just so that you can repel more things. Driekiann's level 30, so he's going to use some candies here, so he will get to 32, so that means that he will repel most things in here, except the level 32 stuff. Oh well, he could use another candy if he wanted to get to 33 and repel everything. But it looks like Ergotae is not going to be checking those items yet. He might be considering doing a bit more leveling in the Mahogany rocket base. And then he'll have the levels to repel everything in here. So he might be wanting to use his candies later. But yeah, Driekiann has not really had many encounters at all since he used those candies. He's got the card key now. So with those 7 badges, that will could definitely incentivize him to go up the radio tower. You do need the card key to do part of that quest. Sounded like Squirtle to me. There it is. Ergotae mercilessly KOs the starter that Venusaur is strong against. Driekiann's gonna head over to Olivine himself, so he'll be able to do all those checks over there. There was actually nothing over there. So, you know, it'll end up not giving him anything, unfortunately, but yeah, you don't wanna orphan that kind of check with all those different items. We still don't have any way to access Kanto yet. We'll need either the SS ticket or the pass in order to get over there. I mean, you know, we can access, I guess, technically we can access part of Kanto by using Waterfall and Tojo Falls, but we can't access part of Kanto that's any part of Kanto besides what leads to Victory Road. And we still don't have the Storm Badge yet either, so we can't fly. But I think, you know, it's not really been a big deal so far for these runners, I don't think. You know, in particular, Ergotae has been able to, because he got surf when he did, he was able to like do the checks in an order that meant that he didn't have to do a lot of backtracking. And that's what Fly really helps with, those times where you really need to backtrack. They still have to backtrack a few times, both of these guys, but I don't think they've really felt the lack of Fly too much yet. And there's the clear bell, and because we've beaten Morty, that means... And the pass, okay, so there's that Kanto access. So yeah, more checks have just opened up. We can access Tin Tower with the clear bell, Rainbow Wing, and having defeated Morty. You can also have defeated the rockets in the radio tower, and that's another way of opening up Tin Tower as long as you have the Clear Bell and Rainbow Wing. But yeah, we're able to go into Tin Tower as well, and there's a lot of checks in there. Yeah, Venusaur has the levels it needs now to repel everything in the waterfall locked section of Mount Mortar. And Ergotae also gets the Pokedex. Yeah, that's one item you don't really want to pick up just because you do have to adjust your menu a little bit. But yeah, this rocket hideout has been pretty nice so far. Not giving us any... It's given us a lost item as well. So yeah, so far we've gotten the pass, the clear bell, and the lost item in here. I guess we don't know for sure whether any of those will be required, but we do at least need some way of getting to Kanto, and the pass is a little faster than the SS ticket because you don't have to do any fights. Just go straight to Saffron. The lost item unlocks a check by giving it back to the copycats in Saffron City. So it's one of those checks where you just like get one item behind it. Just like the red scale and the mystery egg. Those are two other ones that lock one check behind them. Looks like Dreek's also going to do the Rocket's hideout section here. Get a few levels in his scissor and get those items that Ergotae's gotten. So yeah, Gwydion currently Ergotae has made his way through a bit of the hideout and he's gotten the clear bell, the pass, and the lost item in here so far. And Dreek's also going to do that as well. Dreek did the waterfall section of Mount Mortar and got the card key there. So yeah, just working our way through, getting some nice levels. Dreek also just went over to Olivine and found nothing. Dawn fan. Okay, let's see if I can identify these tribes before they come up on the screen. Doduo. Oh, what the heck is that? Is that Celebi? Yeah. Okay. That one might have been a bit late. Well, I'll call that 2.5 out of 3. The coin case. Not a key item we have on our tracker because that doesn't help with progression at all. Doesn't lock any items behind it. Get some nice ice coverage on Venusaur for those. And yeah, now are we going all special? Oh, you're thinking about it. He's got rid of Giga Drain. Doesn't like that low PP, I suppose. This does mean that we're a little bit more walled on the water psychic types now. But he didn't want to get rid of Headbutt because of Chansey and Blissey. There are more water psychic types though than Chansey and Blissey, so I don't know. Just gotta hope he can power through them with his other moves. if he comes across them. You might just never see a Starmie, Slowbro, Slowking. Yeah, it's nicer. It's nicer to have more coverage just for the other general Pokemon you come across. So we have one more check to do that was unlocked by the rocket sequence. We can go over to the guardhouse on Route 43. Get the item here from the guy who's being threatened by the rockets. He did not give us anything important, so yeah, that's about all we can do here for now. Ergotae could have gone over to the right to check a few items over there, but he doesn't have strength yet, so he can't really do any of the... He can't go through Ice Path completely. And now that he has those levels, he can definitely repel everything up here. This will bring Ergotae nicely back towards Goldenrod as well, and once he's there, he can either go straight to Kanto, or he can do a bit of the radio tower sequence. We'll see what he decides to do. It is worth noting that because of the logic settings we have, parts of Fly cannot be past Mahogany Town, so there's no danger of Ergotae abandoning Storm Badge because he didn't go that way. I said that as if I was confident. I'll check it just in case I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right. But yeah, you don't have to go past Mahogany for that. I thought so. So if there does end up being something, something like strength past Mahogany, then Ergotae will be able to fly back there at some point once he's gotten that item. But he's going to Tin Tower right now because he does have. Yeah, that'll be something he can do on the way to Goldenrod because he does have Clear Bell and Rainbow Wing, and he's beaten Morty, so he can do this right now. These sages are pretty scary in bingo races because you're often like only just level 30 when you end up taking them on, but Ergotae has done a fair bit of leveling up with all of those fights he did in the hideout, and his moveset, is pretty solid, so And Venusaur's pretty bulky as well, so he probably won't have to worry too much about this. Driekiann might be a little more scared just in case something with a strong fire move comes along, but if he's able to muscle through them all, he'll be fine. He is a bit higher level than Ergotae at this point, at any rate. It's another Pokemon you have to either defeat or catch to move on. Looks like Ergotae doesn't want the hassle of 4-hit KOing this thing, so he's just going to catch it instead. So yeah, Tin Tower is a good area to check. There are a lot of items in here. It's locked behind three fights that take a little bit, but the item density in here definitely makes it an attractive place to check even so. Saving here because if this item is bad, you can just reset. If it's good, you have to jump to the right, go down a floor, and then jump again, go up a floor. Nothing in Tin Tower yet. Driekiann's able to take price out. He may well do the same play that Ergotae is doing after checking the item in the gatehouse. Okay, so that is Flash that is technically not required, but just make it a little easier to navigate those dark rooms. We can't use it yet though because we don't have the Zephyr badge. It's also required to open the Flash Chamber in the Ruins of Alph. And there's the Soul badge. So definitely required to come here. We need all 16 badges before we can take Red on. That's Spinnerack. So yeah, see what Ergotae's next move is. I'm not sure if he... Well, I don't know. What would you... It's kind of hard to say what to do first, really. He's going straight for the radio tower, so... This will get him a little bit stronger for if he has to do any gym battles in Kanto, which, you know, is always fairly likely. We're not really particularly close to being able to switch to the level 50 Snorlax yet. We've only got the radio card. We also need the Poke Gear and the expansion card to be able to wake the Snorlax up, so definitely makes sense to want to level up your main a bit more. At this level, I doubt Venusaur is really going to struggle in here. Once Ergotae beats the rockets and past the card key door, you'll have to fight Rival 4 if he wants to get the items in the basement, which I'm sure he will. So that'll be a little bit more challenging than these guys. But his Venusaur's pretty healthy in terms of experience right now. It's got a lot of different types of moves as well. Like I say, the only thing that's a little iffy is those water psychic types. You do at least have a headbutt for those though, so you can kind of chip them down a little bit. Venusaur's physical attack's a bit lower than its special attack, but it's still usable. I think it's like 80-ish physical attack and 100 special attack. Ergotae's gonna use his candies here just to make these fights even easier for Venusaur. Definitely reasonable to use it here in anticipation of that rival fight. And also for tougher battles in Kanto. This section of the tower does, in vanilla, assume that you've gone through the basement as well. So these guys are also a bit higher level. They don't have as many Pokemon as the rival though in the basement. So they're not generally as scary. But Ergotae does set up a little bit just to help take him out, and unfortunately, Aurora Beam's not strong enough to take out the Articuno. Sizzle could probably do with a move that's just like a little bit stronger than the coverage moves he has right now. Mega Horn is fantastic, but it'd be nice if you had like a drill pack or something. Okay, he is using Wing Attack quite a lot, and it is only 60 power. We don't have the Zephyr badge either, so it's not boosted by that. The badges do give a little boost to the moves of the same type. Ergotae is going to take on False Director while he's here as well. This guy does have, I think yes. Is it 5 or 6 he has? He has quite a lot. He has a lot of Pokemon. Yeah, he has 6 Pokemon, so a little bit of a long fight, but doesn't want to abandon this check in case it's something important. But there's nothing on here either. But there are a lot more checks in the basement. And now that that Ergotae's cleared out the rockets, you're about to do all those fights down there. It's never required to do all those fights down in the basement, just because. Well, basically, it was just made part of the logic for these races, just because nobody wants to have to do all of those. But he's not going to the basement yet, he's going to check Kanto a little bit first. So we'll see if there's anything here. There are Pokemon here! Whoa, who'd have thought? And there's HMO6 Whirlpool, so yeah, we can can access World Islands now, although we don't have the Zephyr badge, so we'll have to do it in the dark if we want to do that. And he's going to do Sabrina while he's here. It's a pretty quick fight if you can win. Sabrina's a little bit challenging with her high levels. But she does only have 3 Pokemon, so if we can get through them fast, then it's definitely a worthwhile check to do. Tentacruel does have a fair bit of special defense, so it's able to tank that Psychic relatively well. But yeah, I mean, that was the only challenging thing on Sabrina's team. Well, that's a secret potion, so that lets us take Jasmine on if we want to do that. Yeah, no Storm Badge yet. It could be in Kanto, because we didn't have to take the boat to get here. If you have to take the boat, you don't have to take the boats to get Fly either, but you can take the pass, and it could be behind that. Ergotae is going to head on over here. He doesn't have Flash yet, but the machine part check would still be in logic, because we can access that from the Cerulean side, because we have Cut. That's the second time Ergotae saved before checking something, and he ended up hitting an optional, and so he was able to reset. Yeah, he can do a few checks down here. He can do this one, and there's 2 more he can do because he has both Serve and Cut. Nothing here though. So Dreek's going to do the same thing. He's also going to go to Kanto. Now I don't think I think Dreek reset Mount Mortar after he picked up the machine part, and I don't think he got it back. So he won't be able to do that check. He won't be able to turn that. Well, he won't be able to turn that in. Unless his save point was a different place than I thought, but I'm pretty sure he saved before at the start of Mount Mortar before picking any of his items up. And I don't think he went back to the machine part. Okay, Ergotae did not mean to do that. He just meant to repel. But he was right there at the entrance, so not a huge deal. Ooh, and this was the Zephyr badge. Nice one. Now we can use Flash. That's bad to use a Driekiann there because, like I say, I don't think he has the machine part. I think he reset it away, so he will have to. If he doesn't realize that and he goes to check this, he will have to go back for it. Clutch flinch there from Tentacruel. Not from Tentacruel, for Sizzler on the Tentacruel. And Driekiann gets his secret potion. I don't think he checked the fighting dojo, because that's where Whirlpool was. I guess, you know, I'll be able to see next time he goes into his TM menu, but I don't think he got that item. I think he went to the copycat first. But I could have missed it. The Zephyr badge cannot be in Dark Caves because they're not the Dark Caves are not in logic until you get the capability to use Flash. Oh, Storm badge, I see. Yeah, it could be. But the only Dark Cave we haven't checked is Whirl Islands at this point. Well, and Silver Cave, but Storm Badge isn't going to be in there because we need all the badges to access that. This is a bit of a battle-heavy section for Ergotae, and it's not the most item-dense place in the world, but it does give him a bit more experience, as Venusaur is clearing these out pretty fast. And Fly could be here. It can't be on Misty. I think that's part of the logic, that it can't be on Misty, but it can be in the Hedge Maze. It can't be on or locked behind Misty, I'm pretty sure. I think that's how it works. Anyway, we'll see for sure whether Driekiann has the machine part now. I think he reset it away, but we'll see. Now this guy that Ergotae is about to talk to does give you the item before the fight, but at this time he gave him an item that he couldn't take because his... Oh, he did get the machine part, never mind, I'm talking garbage. Well, that's good. So Driekiann doesn't have to go back here. Good stuff. Driekiann does fight this trainer, and we saw Ergotae go around to skip it earlier. This is a trainer that you have to fight if you're coming to the power plant from the cerulean side. But if you're going back, you can jump some ledges and avoid him. Pretty fast fight though. Oh, we can't do the basement yet, because we don't have the basement key. I actually completely forgot about that. No wonder they didn't do that. Duh. So yeah, looks like we might have to do a few more Kanto Gym Leader fights. And Surge is right here, so we'll give him a try. If there's not on any of the Kanto Gym Leaders, there are a couple of out-of-the-way checks that haven't been done in Johto yet. They haven't checked the soft sand girls. Now they have the Zephyr badge, they can also do the Flash Chamber. And they can also check the item from the pharmacist in Cyanwood. And Ergotae can do Will Islands now, as well. So it is more lucrative to head over to Cyanwood now that he's got Flash, Whirlpool, and Surf. So yeah, there are a few places where progression could be. It's kind of nice to not have strengths, to be honest. It kind of just means that, you know, you might not have to check like absolutely everything before you can you know be in go mode. But you know, I suppose on the flip side, it does mean that if you get strength late and you have like one item left, it's just like, well, I've got a lot of strength locked items to check. It's just going to be a matter of, you know, whether I decide to go to the right place sooner or later. But we're looking a bit far ahead here. In the meantime, Surge did not give us anything. We can do Erica and Janine as well. Or we can head back to Johto and do a few more of those checks that don't require... that aren't locked behind battles. Ergotae is gonna check the item given in the lavender radio tower. And it's the Earth Badge. He does reset it away because it's not required for progress and he can easily fly back here later. He knows where it is though. I'm gonna just check to see if Driekiann got Whirlpool or not. I didn't see him grab it, but I also didn't see him grab Machine Part. Okay, never mind. He did grab it. Good stuff. Good stuff. So Driekiann can also head back to Kanto and do the Whirl Islands if he wants to. He's going to do the same thing as Ergotae did. He's going to save. Then he's going to head on over to the radio tower in Kanto and get that item. Or, I don't know if it's still a tower. Maybe it's a station now. I don't know. He gets the Earth Badge too, and he's going to... yeah, he's also going to reset it away. The problem with, you know, keeping it is that on the way back to Saffron, you have to fight a trainer. And the only way you don't have to fight a trainer is either if you Death Warp or if you go all the way through Rock Tunnel again. Nothing in Erica's gym either. I could say it's going to head towards Janine. As well as Janine herself, there is also an item down on the route to the east of Fuchsia City. So that's... Janine gives 2 items, so that's 3 items to check around here. If it's not Storm Badge though, you gotta bike back up the cycling road, so... Yeah, not ideal if he has to do that. Yeah, the moment Ergotae has done Surge and he's done Erica, Driekiann has not done Surge and he's in Erica's gym. Besides that, they've done the same checks, I believe. So it is pretty close. Yeah, this Venusaur's been with Ergotae for a while. He got her from a headbutt tree early on. And as you can see, Driekiann has been running the Kenya, which was a sizzle that started with Mega Horn and Wing Attack. Hasn't really gotten a whole lot better since then, to be honest, but there is strength, anyway, on Janine. I guess they might be internally groaning at that a bit. It means, more checks I have to do, and Storm Badge coming behind so many of them. Yeah, it's just that for Driekiann, besides Mega Horn, his attacks are not that strong. Ergotae's got like a bit more variety in the stronger moves he has. But Driekiann has, you know, has that unmatched power in Mega Horn that Ergotae doesn't really have. We've also got the expansion card around here, so we just need the Poker Gear and we'll be able to wake up the Snorlax. Alright, and you have to fight this guy on the way back as well. But yeah, well, I guess we're going back to Kanto and seeing where in the vast amount of checks we can access the Storm Badges. I mean, at this point, a lot of what we'd have wanted to fly for kind of taking care of all that stuff. I guess I certainly wouldn't have wanted to have gone all the way back up Cycling Road after fighting Janine, that's for sure. But yeah, now that he does have strength, I will imagine that Ergotae will probably go towards Azalea from here. And like loop back through Union Cave. He could always fight the soft sand girls if he wants to as well, as Venusaur is certainly strong enough to make them a non-issue. Oh, he has another Giga Drain TM, I didn't realize that. Driekiann gets his HMO4 when this thing updates, then you know, that'll be great. Ergotae is doing soft-hand girls now. Yeah, I mean, scary earlier on, but now that we're so strong, it'll be okay. But yeah, here we go again. The bike of shame. Not really shame. There's just not really much they could have done about this, unless they, you know, bailed out of Kanto early to go into Whirl Islands or something. Snorlax wasting a bit of our time there. Got a lot of special defense and use substitute as well. And Soft Sand Girls had Storm Badge this entire time. Wonderful. So yeah, we could have done that a while back, huh? But it's just not one of those checks you want to do, especially if when you're a bit weaker. Well, I mean, Ergotae did have the levels, eventually. Just, you know, took him a while to get there. He could have done it, like, around Radio Tower, I guess. But, you know, it's not one of those checks you want to have to do. Didn't Ergotae check these already, or was that Driekiann who checked these items? Yeah, he went back and checked these already. I think he must have just forgotten that he'd already done these checks. Because I remember he saved, then hit a trainer, and then reset, and then went down there, checked those two items, and then reset again. But yeah, we can do all these chambers now because we climbed Tin Tower, so that'll open up the Ho chamber. You don't actually have to catch a Ho or even catch the thing at the top in this seed. You just have to have encountered it, the Pokemon at the top of Tin Tower. Nothing in this one, but we've still got 2 more chambers we haven't checked yet. Well, Ergotae might feel behind, but at the same time, you probably think, you know, my opponent probably didn't do Soft Sand Girls. Storm Badge was on Soft Sand Girls. The 3 trainers south of Goldenrod that people do not want to have to fight because they block 1 item and it's 3 fights in a row, and when you're a bit weaker, it's not particularly appealing. Wow, there was nothing in these chambers at all, okay. This guy, you can only get the item from him after you have the Zephyr badge. Driekiann's also going to head down. Is he going to do Soft Sand Girls, or is he just going to go down to Union Cave? Oh, yep, he's doing Soft Sand Girls as well. And Ergotae is going to climb up the lighthouse, talk to Jasmine, get her into her gym, and then we'll see if she has anything for us. This is only 1 fight for 2 items, and Jasmine will be pretty easy now. You do have to do this climb again, but it's not all that bad. Probably just wants to do it here so that after that he can also go down to the Will Islands area and then not have to worry about coming back to Olivine. Nothing on Jasmine. And yeah, looks like we're gonna head over towards Sidewood / Whirl Islands. Looks like Whirl Islands first for Ergotae based on its position. We don't have the Silver Wing, so we can't check the Lugia. But these guys have Pokemon in the 50s anyway, so I don't think they'll be too upset. Either of them will be too upset about not having the Silver Wing. The SS ticket, well, there could be an item behind that. There is one check you can get by doing the SS ticket sequence. We don't need to get to Kanto, but you know. I mean, soft sand girls are required this seed, so I'm not ruling anything out. So Ergotae going in and out of there because he wants to escape rope to this island, which is a bit closer to Cyanwood than the island he entered through. I think that, yeah, he's gonna, because this is a southwest island, he's gonna be escaping to. And he can also fly there. Although he accidentally hit the wrong... Oh, never mind, he's not going over there yet. Oh, yes, he still has the strength check in accuracy. So he's just going to do them in a bit of a different order. But he has a fly point for Cyanwood now, so he can go back there whenever he wants. He might rather do Ice Path first. Looks like that's what he's going to do. Just because there's no fights over that way, so these checks are a little bit faster. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could talk about what Driekiann's doing, but he's kind of just following in what Ergotae is doing, which, you know... I mean, solid routing from them both, you can't really take it away from them. But because Driekiann is kind of, you know, just following in Ergotae's wake, it's kind of hard to see how he's going to catch up unless there is some divergence. It's the wrong person. The Volcano Badge was in Ice Path, so that's one for Ergotae there. This is unfortunately an optional for Driekiann. You gotta be a little careful with where you make your turn to the lighthouse. I feel like the theme is a little mismatched if you have the Volcano Badge in Ice Path, but that's what Rando does to you. Hey look, we found Rock Smash. No, we're still not particularly close to finishing, really. We've got a... well, there's a basement key, so that'll let us do a lot more pretty quick checks. Just got to beat the rival. But yeah, we still got 4 badges and a poker gear to go. We're getting we're getting like all the items that lock other items behind them. Looks like Ergotae is gonna check those basement items. Ergotae has used his rare candies, so if he tried to pick one up and failed, then that'll be why. He used his just before he went to Kanto. While he was doing the radio tower section. So Dreek is... we are seeing some divergence now. Dreek is going to Signwood. Going to Signwood here. Pharmacist didn't give anything, but we still have the 2 items on Chuck and the item from Chuck's wife. So Ergotae did not forget about that item, he's just going to get it on the way back. Does mean that if that item is something that isn't going to be in your bag, you can just like step past it on your way to activating the switch again. If you got it on the way there, you'd have to take extra steps around the item before you go down to get the other one. There's the poker gear, so now we can wake up the Snorlax and access West Kanto. Oh boy, more checks. So we have both the Mystery Egg and the Rising Badge checks that we can do here. Oh, the Mineral Badge. That's the Rising Badge check. And what we're getting 5 of today, 5 TM12s, 5 Sweet Scent TMs. Can make your party smell as... I don't know. Just smell their best for when they're fighting red. I didn't actually see what Driekiann got from Chuck's wife. Oh, not sure if it was anything important. It sounds like wheezing. Don't think Ergotae will be particularly tempted by that. There's the Silver Wing, okay. Well, this is one optional that Ergotae didn't save before hitting. So he will have to fight this guy. There's Dreek's Volcano Badge. There are still quite a lot of places where this last badge could be for Ergotae though. We still haven't done Claire, we still haven't done a bunch of the Kanto leaders. And yeah, we still haven't checked this item down here that he's going to check, the Whirlpool locked item on this route. Well, okay, the next route technically. And that's it. So, all Ergotae needs to do now is fly back for his Earth badge and he'll be in go mode. So yeah. Not too bad, we didn't have to do absolutely everything this time. We didn't have to do Claire this time around. So yeah, he's ready to go. Got all the badges. Hasn't even gone to Pallet Town yet. Can't remember where the access ticket was, so it's not on these items. I could have missed it on Driekiann's side again. I mean, we know it's not required for anything at this point, at any rate. So, as long as Red doesn't lead anything that destroys Venusaur, and Venusaur is pretty bulky. It's not the greatest defensive typing in the world, but no fault finds weaknesses, so we should be alright. As long as we got everything we need. And if not, we have amnesia, I suppose, if we can have a special move that we absolutely can't deal with. Okay, well, special move from Marowak probably isn't going to hurt all that much. Oh, and it's using Sand Attack. Perfect. Oh, okay. Okay, a little scarier now with that Belly Drum. Okay, Belly Drum Nightshade. Well, if it just keeps using Nightshade, we'll be okay, because that's not going to crit. And we know how much that's going to do. It's a bit less than half. Okay, this is a pretty free setup for Ergotae, unless Marowak's fourth move is Surprise Killer. Some kind of surprise, you know, Earthquake or whatever, but you'd think he would have used it by now. If that was the case. Yeah, Ergotae didn't pick up the leftovers. but it wouldn't have. It wouldn't have helped in this fight anyway. Ooh, Noctowl survived, but yeah, I got a well. Charged up a sky attack, so we're alright. This Muck will probably, I don't know, might survive, maybe? No, probably not. I guess just because Psychic's a bit stronger, yeah. I wasn't sure just because the Noctowl survived the Aurora Beam, but it is a fair bit weaker than Psychic, to be fair. Well, there's no more other beefy flying types we have to hit with Aurora Beam. Should be alright. That's gonna live. But it's not gonna do anything to us, so we are good. And there you go, Ergotae finishes in a time of 2:30:24. Hello, Ergotae. Good game. Congratulations on your win.
That was stressful.
Was the? I assume the main source of stress was, did my opponent end up getting Storm Badge way before I did?
Yep, that is indeed it.
Yeah, as it turned out, Driekiann also did the soft hand girls like around the same point in his routing that you did.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, it could have been a lot earlier, but you know.
Honestly, I kind of figured if he did it early, then we finished already, so, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't... I mean, you were kind of able to string your checks together in such a way that there wasn't a whole lot of backtracking you needed to do until... Yeah. When you got to Kanto, you kind of had to do a little bit more from there. But,
yeah. That strength was annoying, since I couldn't reset that away.
Yeah. It's like, oh man, now I've got more places that Fly could be behind.
Yeah. But otherwise, pretty good.
Yeah, I like how...
I reset that Earth Badge.
Yeah. I like how the 2 out of the 3 times you hit an optional, you'd saved right beforehand.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I think, honestly, I hit them because, you know, I saved and the movement was a little bit different.
Yeah, that's
or
fair
rather,
enough.
it felt different.
Yeah. Yeah, besides that, I think you checked the Union Cave basement items twice, but I think other than that...
Yeah, I got feeling, but I hadn't marked them, so...
Because that was the first time you, like... Because that was the first... Because you saved and then you hit that optional the first time. And then you reset, and then you went towards there. So that's the only reason I remembered, to be honest. I was like, wait, didn't he save and hit an optional before he went this way? But
yeah, better safe than sorry. Since
yeah,
I
no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely. Yeah, I mean, I definitely noticed that, you know, as you were racing, you just like didn't really want to leave any loose ends behind anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, Nagi Bridge is awful early, but if Fly was there,
it could have been there. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, you brought the Venusaur the whole way, and I didn't really come across any problems as far as I remember.
No, I wish it had a little more special, but two-shotting things is fine if you don't die yourself.
Yeah. I like how you taught Giga Drain and then was like, then you taught over it again.
Yeah, 5 PP.
5 PP is tough, yeah. But you never really came across any Water Psychics, which was the only thing I was like a little worried about for you.
I did have another Giga Drain TM if I wanted to reach that, so...
Yeah, like I saw you going through your TMs at the end, and like if Red appeared problem, I think you had like both Amnesia and Barrier or so. Yep. So if you absolutely needed but that Marowak was really nice, very free. Belly drum. I was a little scared. I was a little scared after Belly Drum, but
yeah, me too.
But thankfully we were all right.
Yeah, reset up is always nice.
Yeah, Yeah, especially you just it's not often that you get to set up with like absolutely no fear of a crit ruining your day.
Yeah. So what is Drake missing?
Driekiann is just missing the rainbow badge now. So
Where was Rainbow Badge?
Rainbow badge was on Route 2. He doesn't have the.
Okay.
He hasn't gone into the basement yet, so he'll need to do that to get the poker kit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of the same routing you did. Unfortunately, he didn't talk to the he went past the guard who gave Surf the like for a while, so he kind of went back towards the Cherry Grove area without Surf, and so he had to kind of go back he did remember to get it, but he had to kind of do a bit more backtracking than you because of it.
Makes sense.
But yeah, besides that, he's been running the Kenya, which was a sizzle with Megahorn.
You didn't even check it.
Well, yeah. At that point, you were pretty. Yeah,
Honestly,
you were pretty
always
satisfied, and you were pretty high level anyway. And
you should always check in case it has teleport or something.
Oh, I guess he does have Bouquet. Never mind. So, yeah, he's not far off.
Yeah. So, does he know where Earth Badge is then?
Yes, he also reset it away.
Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, you have to fight a trainer on the way back, right? If you do that.
And if you don't fight him when you go from Saffron, then you have to even backtrack back to Lavender to reset him.
Yeah, I guess otherwise you, if you really didn't want to fight him, you could go through Rock Tunnel again. Hey.
I guess when he has Pogi Gear parts, you could always go.
It's probably not as bad as all that. I don't know which would be faster though. Probably still faster to fight the guy.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Pretty close.
Pretty close. Probably not much in it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't think a single Kanto gym. Oh, no, never mind. Janine was required. That was it though. Sabrina gave the secret potion, but that wasn't anything. And yeah, besides that, a lot of the Kanto gyms just ended up being a bit of a waste of time. But we didn't have to do Claire or anything, so.
I was considering it. Would have probably been my next check, honestly.
Yeah, well, it's quite nice. Quite nice that we didn't have to do 100% seed. Yeah, Driekiann has checked Chuck. There was absolutely nothing there. Because, well, as you know, because he got everything. But there's his rainbow badge. So all he needs to do now is get that Earth badge back in Lavender, and he'll be ready to go as well. And we'll see if the Marowak had anything else.
Yeah. Sand attack, Nightshade, belly drum. There is fourth move.
There is a fourth move. We haven't seen it. I mean, if it didn't go for like a strong fire move against Venusaur, it's probably not going to go for it against Scizor either.
Shouldn't, at least. You never know.
Yeah. So I imagine that Scizor will be okay to set up against that. He's because of the trade experience, he's a bit higher level than you, so he should be alright. So I don't think he'll get 2 hit by Nightshade either. So Drake should be alright here.
Yeah. Did he check the Lugia?
No, he he didn't have the Silver Wing either.
Yeah, kind of figured.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything like tempting for you to main switch to, but I can't. But a lot of the statics were just nothing particularly exciting.
Yeah, the 50 was way too late, and
yeah, I guess you could have switched to the Porygon too.
I guess,
but like you were like high 30s at that point anyway.
Yeah, static XP makes it way better to stick.
Yeah, that was maybe.
And I had thought Psychic, and you know.
Yeah.
And I think Venusaur actually has better special attack than Porygon 2. Question
Yeah,
mark?
I think Porygon 2 has like 95 and Venusaur has 100 or something.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think. So, what's the point?
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair enough. I guess it's a little. I guess you don't get hit by as many super effective moves, but they're probably pretty similar in terms of runability.
Yeah, I guess.
Anyway, we'll see if this Marowak had any other tricks up its sleeve. What's our HP at? Okay, we don't get too hit by Nightshade either, so should be all right.
He didn't guard spec, did he? Oh, I guess you could just exact, so it's not. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, he's just going for it. He's not even risking the belly drum move.
Well, that he could be pistol.
Yeah, this is okay. I was doing. Yeah, he can't. Yeah, he can't really. Yeah, as long as he just doesn't get crits, he should be all right. Or he's just gonna. Oh, he's a. Never mind. He's not faster than it, so we will have to reset that. Got a bit spooked by the belly drum on the Marowak.
Yeah, I guess he only saw 2 moves, so.
Yeah. See what he's gonna try and do with wheezing here. Oh, he's gonna try the flash strats, huh? Alright then. Oh yeah, seeing Mise's candies there, I think I really liked your timing of when you used your candies, because like that was like right before you went to Kanto and like right before you fought the slightly tougher rockets in the right hand side. I think there's definitely something to be said for not necessarily saving them until right to the end.
And that's something I've picked up from Snorms.
Yeah, it's probably something that you consider more if you have done the main series games, because a lot of the times in the regular runs you do end up using those candies kind of mid game to make your to hit so you can just hit more damage ranges than you would if you used them for one tough fight. But I mean, Driekiann didn't really need to do that because he had a sizzle with trade experience, so it worked out nicely for him. Oh, Whirlwind as well. No. Oh, this Arbok is a trap right here. It's like Red's just trying to scare you with belly drum, but the Arbok.
Yeah, about Marowak.
the Arbok is the real thing that's that's causing us problems here. I want to see this thing's 4th move down it, but it doesn't look like it's anything impressive, because I think we would have seen it by now otherwise. All right, he might just it looks like this time he's gonna just set up on the Marowak because it's still using Nightshade after belly drum, so.
Yeah, now he's in 3 moves, so it's only 1 move.
Should be pretty free now. Can't miss our Mega Horns because of the X accuracy. So as long as I think we should be able to one-hit everything within our setup.
Yeah, he's what, +3, +4 right now.
Maybe not the muck, but we'll see. We could probably still one-hit the muck, to be honest, especially since we'll get a level here.
Yeah. I'd imagine so.
Oh, not fine, but we're all right. Didn't have flamethrower, so we're good. All right, and Driekiann finishes in a time of 2:30. Oh, he forfeits. Never mind. He said he forfeited, but wait, he's done. So I don't know. I guess he forfeited a while back.
Yeah, he forfeited
I didn't
15 minutes ago.
I didn't realize because he's still going. So
Yeah.
I thought I didn't. My bad. Oh well. Well, we got to see him finish anyways, and yeah, there you go. But he would have finished in a time of 2:45:10 or 09 or around there.
Not bad, honestly, considering how late the fly was.
But yeah, I don't know if Driekiann's gonna want to join us. He should have received the invite if he wanted to come along. Oh, never mind. Apparently the dumb thing didn't work. Okay, now we should have received the invite. GG Driekiann.
GG.
GG, Ergo. GG.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this was. I mean, honestly, you guys had pretty similar routing. In the end, I think. You know, I think a lot of it was kind of. Like there were a few things like you did. I think missing surf the first time was probably the biggest thing for you, really.
Yeah, basically what happened was I took Kenya. I wasn't so familiar with the Kenya strat, and my head was completely messed up when I was doing my routine. So yeah, first I forgot to bring back the mail, so I have to catch something. I enter in the center when I was supposed to. I wanted to do a death swap to go back to Azalea, so that was gone. After this, I was kind of not in my best mood after this, and when I saw I skip it surf because I just forgot to talk to the guard, yeah, I knew it was pretty much over at this point.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, you didn't really end up making that time up. But you kind of after that, you like pretty. I would say that you had a pretty similar pace going to Ergotae because you kind of. I think you both pretty much did the same thing there. Like you maybe did like I think Ergotae did Olivine before going to the right, and then like you went to Olivine, and then you did that like a slightly different order and all that stuff. But besides that, it was pretty similar. Like
Yeah, to be fair, if I had repels, I would have gone right too. So.
Oh, there you go.
Just didn't have repels.
But yeah,
the repel was a big problem for me. I was out of repel at one point, and I just went to Olivine instead of the rocket hideout because I had to take some repels.
Yeah.
I see. You had so much money though. Like there's so many money items available early on for you guys. You had like there were like loads of. I swear there were like loads of vitamins and nuggets. You had like. I think you had like 20 or 30,000 by the time you got to Goldenrod the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, more than that. I remember I got 4 nuggets, some and some items like PP up, etc. And yeah, money was not a problem at all in this run, but yeah, I had to route it differently, I think. At least not making big mistake like I've done. But yeah, other than that, I was not. I'm still pretty happy with my route overall. I knew it was going to be difficult with my opponent, but yeah, happen what happens.
Yeah, I mean, how were you? How satisfied were you with your main in the end? What do you think of that scissor?
I'm not used to physical attackers. Yeah, this Kenya was pretty insane. And
Yeah.
I was just a bit worried for red. And yeah, it didn't really did red really well, but still it wasn't as bad as I thought. So
Yeah, red kind of baited you with that belly drum into Nightshade. It didn't have
Yeah.
anything more threatening than that. As far as we saw, we only saw 3 moves on Ergotae's side as well. But yeah, I mean, besides that, like, I guess I kind of wish your scissor had gotten like one other, good coverage move, because like I think wing attack was just a bit weak for you in the end. Like, it was like good PP, but it was kind of a little on the weak side. But I mean, Megahorn Sizzle, it's kind of, I mean, they're definitely like what I saw that it almost one shot that that ride on in. Where did I see that ride on? It was like you were like 7 or 8 levels higher than it, and then you like almost one shot. I think it was on Morty or something, and I was like, geez, this thing is crazy strong. But yeah, I mean,
it's insane. Even with bad DVs, it's just he had so much offense, and Megaron is kind of one of the best move on the physical spectrum. Just not the best accuracy, but yeah, stab Megaron was pretty insane for one-shotting whatever you want.
yeah, I mean, even when you got hit by the fire moves, you guys had picked up quite a lot of like max revives, revival herbs, and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't think it ever ended up being a real problem for you.
Yeah, like I didn't even care about healing at some point. Just revive and go on.
Yeah, I saw you just like attacking things at low health.
Yeah.
just take the death, and well, I got these max revives, might as well use them. But yeah, good game, guys. This means that you move on to the next round, Ergotae. Your opponent has not been decided yet. It will be either, I believe, Diego Armando or I think it's Machu Midori. One of
That
those
sounds
two.
right.
So it'll be one of those two. This is a pretty, brutal single elimination format here. So this does mean you're out, Dreek. But
I'm still impressed I was able to pass the first turn, so it's already a win. I didn't have a big hope for this one, but still, I was trying my best, trying to make a good show. I think it was
you
a bit hard on this one, but
no, you definitely gave a good account for yourself, I would say. And yeah, good race. I'm glad I was able to commentate this, because I don't think I've really seen either of you two this tournament, so that's kind of part of why I wanted to commentate this one. And yeah, so next race we have, I don't know if the other simultaneous race is still going on SpeedGaming. Probably not at this point. I don't know, it kind of depends on how long it is, I guess, but I mean, if you're interested in that, you're probably already there, to be honest, on SpeedGaming. You're probably not listening to me waffle on about about this race. But if that's still going, it'll be on SpeedGaming between Bad News Nate and Wrath. And then later today, at 7:30 PM Eastern, we have Woongi versus Oddlay on SpeedGaming. And yeah, we've got a few more matches coming up throughout the week, so keep an eye out for those. And I think that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we will see you next time.